Hey now, this Woody B coming to you from the everyday spot, man. We find ourselves here every morning trying to get a little exercise in on this exercise bike. But what I wanted to do was start a channel to discuss the processes of life. We all got to start, we all got to finish. But it's that process in between, just depending where you are in life and where you are in the process. I think there might be some room for conversation there. So, I'm in Dayton, Ohio, man. Born and raised in the Midwest, 50 years old, overweight. I'm in better shape than what I was because I've been working out through this process. Right now, I weigh about 375, 370, somewhere in there. And over the next, I don't know, 6 months to a year, the plan is going to be to lose 160, 170 pounds and record this process. I kind of started last year and a half ago. Trying to think, my grandson was born in the summer of, my grandson was 21, I think he was born in summer of 19. So it's probably summer of 19. I was well over 400 pounds. As a matter of fact, I'm going to show you a picture. Let's see if I can flip this thing around. No, I guess not, but that's a picture of my son, my dad, my little grandson, and me. As you can see, pretty big guy in the picture. So I've lost, I don't know, maybe 35 or 40 pounds over the last couple of years. Stayed fairly active. I've had good moments, I've had bad. I've had periods where I exercise very consistently. Then I had periods where it was kind of sporadic. I'm talking a couple years though. And also, my eating, it's been like a roller coaster, man. Some days are good, some days are bad. So I just wanted to kind of tell my story a little bit so you can see where I'm coming from. And, I played football in college. So keeping your weight down and staying in shape, being prepared to play was always a big thing. You always had something to look forward to, or you had to be training for a season or training in the off season. And, always ate good, but worked out a lot. So it didn't really matter because I burned it off. At the end of the day, talking 30 years ago, you know, coming from through my 30s into my 40s, inconsistent. Well, I can say, if anything, I was inconsistently consistent. I had periods in my life where I worked out and I was consistent while I was working out. Then something would come up, stop working out, never really got a handle on eating. And I remember back in 1998, I had a fitness test and I was 297 pounds in 98. I was 28 years old. I went over 300 that year and I haven't been under 300 pounds since, let's just say, since 98. I've been 300 plus. Then my daughter was born in '09, July of '09. And I remember she was about 3. and we had to take her to have her ears checked, hearing test. So when she got on the scale, I said, "Well, let me get on the scale." And I remember getting on that scale when she was born '09, so this would have been in 2012, and I weighed for the first time that I knew of, I was over 400 pounds. And I was so devastated that I had let myself go to the point where I was over 400 pounds. I didn't even realize it, because I'm still active. I did tree work for a living, and I was out there active on the job. Had women in my life. Nobody said I was fat. I couldn't do things I used to do, but you just don't realize. Uh, Still moving though, but still kind of strong too. Which I'm gonna talk about that in later videos. How as we get older, we're not doing things to actively keep our strength up. We lose it. But anyway, I always tell the story. After that, I was so devastated that me and my baby went and had a hamburger. Frisch's Big Boy. It's like food to me was like, eat something, man. I take a cigarette break here, man. While them guys taking a cigarette break, I'm gonna go over here and have me a sandwich, you know what I mean? But anyway, that was the first time I remember being over 400 pounds. And I tried to get started, man, but at the end of the day, my lifestyle was so centered around food. I'm a guy, I don't drink, don't smoke, don't dope. I eat. You know what I mean? That's my thing. I eat. So, and food is always accepted. Oh, come on, we're going to a birthday party. They're going to have to eat. Come on, let's go watch the game, eat some wings. Hey, come on over Sunday, cooking dinner on Sunday, whatever. Food is always accepted. Funeral, oh man, somebody died, man. You better take something over there for them to eat. But just one of them things, man. But at the end of the day, I decided that I'm gonna get this weight off, and I wanted to share my experience with whoever can resonate with me. Maybe you got some things you need to overcome. Maybe you have some things you need to put to bed in life. Maybe there's some people in your life you need to put to bed. Some things that you're doing. I'm not gonna preach. I'm preaching to myself. Amen. So some things I need to put to bed. Along with having a grandson recently, now I have a granddaughter, and I want to be around. Like I said, I'm 50. Black men, overweight, out of shape, don't live well into their 50s too much anymore. So between diabetes, heart disease, stroke, all different types of cancers and various things, not just to mention, pressures of life that we all have to deal with. Being over 400 pounds and over 50 ain't cool if you're trying to be around, take care of your kids. So with that being said, so I'm gonna get started, man. And we're gonna record the process. We're gonna talk about getting a good routine. We're gonna talk about having a good diet plan, having the strength and the willpower and the understanding of why to stick with your plan. We're going to talk about making adjustments. All along, you're heading in the right direction, striving to hit your mark, but you got to make adjustments along the way. And we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about getting into overall wellness, mind, body, soul, finance, understanding how your social agenda can affect you from attaining and achieving your goals. So you're going to have to learn how to put things in perspective and prioritize. You got to realize that time is the one commodity that is more valuable to all of us. And it's because it's simply we don't know how much of it we have. So we have to learn how to appreciate the moments of life and also count the minutes in life. 1,440 minutes in a day. And I don't want to waste none of them, because I don't know if tomorrow I'm going to be here or not. So you got to always have that sense of urgency kind of right out here pushing you to keep moving forward with a sense of, hey man, I got to get this done, because I don't know how long I'm going to have to do it. And it's important that you, and when I say you, I'm talking to myself in the second person, that you get serious, you get dedicated, you get focused, you get lasered in on what it is you're trying to do. And anything, anybody who is a hindrance to that achievement, you got to let them go. You got to cut them loose. You got to cut that thing loose. And it's going to reveal itself. Right about the time you get real serious and you say, hey man, I'm gonna get this thing done. I'm going to make this thing work. You done prayed about it. You done read up on it. You did your research and did your due diligence. Now you're in the middle of the process and you're doing everything you got to do to stay focused, stay committed. And here come that thing or that person to try to knock you off your mark. You got to adjust. Then you got to make some hard decisions. What's most important? What am I willing to give up now so that I can have something later? So as we get into it, we'll talk more, and I'm looking forward to it. As I say on my shirt, I may be wrong, but I doubt it. But the goal is to be a help. The goal is to be of service. The goal is to be available, help many of you around the world that eventually see these videos to understand that we're here to be an example, to be an encouragement, and to let you know if we can do it, you can do it. And it's just going to take a little time, a little effort, consistent effort over time. You can do tremendous things. We love you. God bless. See you in a little.